Today on this episode of Grandads Guns, we're going to be talking about the high standard Sport King. Stay tuned. All right, let's get into a little history of high standard, and then we'll get into a little history of this particular firearm, and then we'll continue on to the breakdown of the firearm and some of its features. So first of all, high standard was founded in 1926, and the company went bankrupt in 1984. This particular model, the Sport King, came to be in 1950, the first version, which this is one of the first versions. This is would be a series that was manufactured from 1950 to 54, and I know that two ways. There was 7 renditions of this firearm, however, but this particular one was manufactured between 50 and 54. I know that two different ways. One was I looked up the serial number on the firearm. The second way is the takedown lever here at the front. It has a lever and not a button. Those were installed in the firearms between 50 and 54. The mag catch is down at the base of the firearm, which was kind of common for the day. Pull out the 10-round magazine. This particular firearm is .22 long rifle, and so you have 10 rounds, a .22 long rifle, very good round for varmint or game or whatever you may have been hunting. Now, a story that I heard, and this could be true because this was my father's firearm, which would make it a granddad's gun because I have children, so that would have been a granddad's gun. My father owned this firearm, and from the dates that it was manufactured, 50 to 54, my dad did serve during the Korean War, so that would make sense that he came back from the Korean War and purchased them. Rumor is that a lot of the servicemen and the GIs coming back from the Korean War like to purchase these. One, it was a reasonably priced firearm, but two, very well built. All steel construction. The only part of it that was maybe jumping into futuristic terms is the 2-piece plastic grip, which has a nice thumb rest on the side there for us righties. And it also weighed the same as the 1911, weighing in at 36.6 ounces. It has the same weight and heft as some of the firearms that they may have been carrying during the war, and it has that all-steel construction, and it has the look of the day. You know, there were several other firearms that had the same look. It has a fixed barrel, so very accurate there, and a very low bore axis, so that adhered to the accuracy of the firearm as well. Let's take this down here real quick. This is a very simple firearm to take down. It has this lever here in the front, and you pull the lever forward and simply slide the barrel off the front. And then to get the receiver off, you slide that off as well. If you can't take this one apart in less than, say, 15 seconds, I don't know what the problem is, because this is one of the simplest firearms there are to take down. Now, with the fixed barrel, I have read some articles that some folks had threaded barrels and whatnot because of how rigid it was, so it would make well for a suppressed firearm as well. And you can see as I'm talking to you here, I am sliding this back together in there, and that's how quickly you can reassemble this firearm. There is just nothing to it. 10-round magazine goes in there, and overall just an excellent firearm. This is Dan with 3D Outdoors, reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button at the bottom. See you next time.